Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Jake and Gus podcast.
Shalom, my fans.
We are back with part 2 of our NFL preseason preview.
So, a lot of pre's in that.
Yeah, a lot of pre's in that sentence, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Thank you all for watching the first one. Really appreciate it. You guys, your views and your subscriptions have been huge to the channel. So we are really appreciative of you all.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you.
All right. You want to get right into it, Gus?
Let's get right into it.
All right. AFC West.
Yep. Probably the toughest.
The
division.
story of the NFL.
Literally.
Gus, where do you want to start? I mean, this division, all 4 teams are absolutely stacked.
I want to ask you, who do you have coming out on top in this division?
Okay. All right. You guys all got to be ready for this.
Yeah, I'm in my seat. I'm waiting. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
no, be on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Be ready. We ready? Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Mahomes. And this is exactly where we're going to start because I love this, okay? I'm going to have a hot take right here
Okay.
that Gus does not want to hear and that nobody wants to hear.
No, continue. Yeah, continue.
Patrick Mahomes will be the MVP of the NFL.
That's outrageous.
That is what's going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
The Chiefs are going to have the second best record in the AFC behind the Buffalo Bills. Okay. They will be winning the division outright. And then they will make the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That is my hot take.
Wow.
All right.
See, that's hilarious because I have them finishing last in the division.
Wow. Okay.
So there is a
Okay. We got
discrepancy there. There's a little
we got a
discrepancy
big
there.
discrepancy. I like it. Gus, why don't you tell me why you're so down on them this year?
I'm not necessarily down on them because I still have them being a playoff team. I just think that
So you have every team in this division making the playoffs?
yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay,
I think
we'll get into that a little bit.
It's going to
but-
be like the NFC West, I think, personally. But I think they lost a big weapon, Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
They-
Tyreek Hill trade details was a first and a second. It was the 29th overall and then a second round pick. Continue.
I don't really think they have anyone but Travis Kelce to throw to. I mean, they have Juju Smith-Schuster, but I don't think he's that great. They drafted Sky Moore. I don't think. I mean,
Sky Moore is
still-
out of Western Michigan. He
Yes.
was a
they
second-round
lost
pick.
Tyrann Mathieu on defense. I just don't think that they're good. They're going to be the same team that they were in the past, and I think that they got worse in this offseason, and I don't see them winning or beating most of these teams twice.
See, the reason why I'm so high on them and why I have them in the Super Bowl
Yep.
is because I thought personally that they had a great offseason. And here's why, okay? They had the 29th, they got the 29th overall pick in the Tyreek Hill trade. They used that to trade up to 21, okay? They traded, it was 29, third round pick, and a fourth round pick to trade up for Trent McDuffie out of Ohio, who's a cornerback. Or not out of Ohio, he's out of Washington.
Yeah, who
So-
I liked. I liked.
Yeah,
the
no,
draft.
I
He
thought
was-
it was a great pick, and
someone I
then
wanted the Seahawks to go after, but I was,
yeah, no, I think he was one of the best corners in the draft, and I really think that was a good ad. And then at 30, they picked I'm not gonna say his last name right, but it was the DN George Karlaftis out of Purdue.
yeah.
No, but I thought he was another great ad
It was-
for their team.
It was supposed to be like a top 10 pick.
I did hear him.
Some
in
mock drafts had him top 10. which was
I
interesting.
think when Purdue kind of like near the end of the year, they kind of went downhill a little bit, which I think kind of hurt his status.
Yeah.
But and then I really love the Sky Moore pick. I think now they added Juju Smith-Schuster, they added Marquise Valdes-Scantling, and now they got Sky Moore. I think these are valid replacements for a Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, one of sensational receivers. But what we've seen with elite quarterbacks is that they don't need a sensational receiver. And I think Patrick Mahomes, again, I said it on the last pod, he's one of the greatest quarterback, not one of, the greatest quarterback I've ever seen the most talented quarterback. So I think if he's got a receiving core of Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquise Valdez-Scantling, Sky Moore, and then adding Travis Kelce at the tight end position, I really think if you got all of those weapons, it's going to be really huge. And they drafted well on defense. I really think they could have some pieces that fit well. The loss of Tyrann Mathieu is going to be huge, but I think their offense and I just think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a ridiculous season, and
I think
that's why I'm all in.
I think he's going to have to. I mean, if they make the Super Bowl, I would agree that he would have to win the MVP. Because I don't think that without him performing at his highest ability, they make it very far in the playoffs.
I agree with that 100%. But Patrick Mahomes has to come back to the way he was when they won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Like that's the only way that this team works. And I think their O-line is good this year too. I just think they have the right offensive weapons for Patrick Mahomes to really succeed with this offense, which is why I really love them. They got a difficult schedule. So this is a very bold take, okay? I understand why people think this is a little crazy, but I just believe in Patrick Mahomes. I really do. I'm 100% believer in him. So I'm telling you, the Chiefs are the team to look out for in the AFC West. But is there anything you'd like to add about the Chiefs?
No, I'd actually like to move on to my watch team, which is the Chargers.
Do you have them first?
I have them first. I have them winning the division.
Okay. I like it. Please.
So I am a huge Justin Herbert fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the better younger quarterbacks we have. And I love their whole offense. You have Austin Eckler. You have Mike Williams. You have Keenan Allen. They just added Gerald Everett, who came from the Seahawks in free agency. I really like him.
Solid tight end.
He can move really well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that they added Khalil Mack.
Yep.
In the offseason.
Yep.
They also added J.C. Jackson.
So they got Khalil Mack from Chicago for a second and a fifth, and then J.C. Jackson was cornerback on the Patriots last year.
Yep. And then they got Derwin James as well. And I think Derwin James is one of the better safeties we have in the league as well.
I love Derwin James, I think.
And if I know he hasn't been healthy,
mm-hmm.
but he's a huge game changer.
They still got Joey Bosa too,
They do have Joe Bosa.
I mean,
yes. They are a team to watch out for. They have talent.
I 100% agree. I like that you have them one in the division because they are really talented. I have them second, barely behind the Chiefs, barely, because that division is going to be a roller coaster. Oh my!
Yeah, I don't see a team under 500 in that division.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's such a good division. The one thing that I have a little bit of hesitance with is Justin Herbert.
Okay.
And I've always just had a little bit of hesitance with him. He's very talented. Don't get me wrong. He's had some unbelievable seasons. But
what's the issue? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know, dude. There's just something about him that bugs me. And I've always had this with just stars in general. I'm going to take it to the NBA for a second. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I had a problem with him, okay, for a long time. And I just didn't think he was a clutch performer, okay? And he proved me wrong winning the championship, okay? I've had that same itch with Justin Herbert. But what happened with Giannis is he overcame it and won, okay? But beforehand, he choked multiple times. He choked in the bubble. He choked the year after that. He choked in the conference finals against Kawhi Leonard, okay? I just feel like there's still stepping stones that Justin Herbert needs to make to become that elite quarterback. And I just don't think he's there yet. I think this team has all of the marks of a championship team. All of the marks. I love them, top to bottom. I just trust Patrick Mahomes more. I really do. I think the Chargers are going to be a monstrous team. I think they will do very well. They will be a playoff team 100%. I'm just they need Justin Herbert to be probably top 3 quarterback in the league.
Which he will be. I don't doubt that.
I'm not sure if he's capable of that yet.
I think you have top 10 potential from all 4 quarterbacks in this division.
Yeah. 100%. Like this division is absolutely stacked.
All right, so who do you
like,
have?
everywhere.
So you have Chiefs 1, Chargers 2. Who do
Yep.
you have in third place? Finishing
Okay.
third.
Okay, I have third place, the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay. I really liked the Raiders. Okay.
Yes.
They just added Devontae Adams. They got
Mhm.
him from Green Bay for a first and a second round pick.
Yeah.
And I like Josh Jacobs. I think he's a very good receiving back.
He can run
He
too.
can run too. They added Zamir White,
Yep.
which was a good ad. They got him fourth round.
They also got Chandler Jones to pair up with Max Crosby.
Chandler Jones will be that's
Good
going to be a
veteran.
huge
Good
ad.
veteran.
I really thought their defense was underrated last year. I think they have a solid defense, top 10.
I do too.
You know, I just really like their pieces on that end, and Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, and Darren Waller,
Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow.
China
I mean,
Rowe.
like it's just stacked. Like it's so stacked, and I just really like what Vegas does with the football, and it was really hard to pick between Vegas and Denver.
I think people
But-
underrate Derek Carr.
I do too, dude. Like
I think-
he's a very good quarterback.
Like, yeah, he
remember
can-
the year he was MVP race,
Yes, he can
and then
play.
he got hurt.
Because I have them finishing second.
Wow, you okay? I love that.
I have
love
them
that,
finishing
dude.
second.
I love that. Like
Because I
I'm
think
very
that
in on
him and Devontae and Derek are gonna mix well.
Yeah.
The high school teammates.
Yeah.
Like was it high school, or college? It was
I,
high school, right?
I think it was high school.
But I think is a hot take here. They're gonna mesh better than Rodgers and Devontae.
That is a hot take, but like I don't hate it, and I love Aaron Rodgers. You know that, but
I do.
I don't hate that take. I really don't. I think Devontae Adams is the best receiver in football because he meshes. Like he's just
so
so
good.
good.
He's
He's
so
so talented, and that's like I never thought a receiver would be a reason why I'd pick a team over another team, but it is. That is my take for Broncos versus Raiders. It really just is. Like Devontae Adams is just so talented,
You
and
could double cover him and he'll find.
and
a way.
like you still got Hunter Renfrow on that team. You still got Darren Waller, and if Derek Carr just like he's just got to play like last year, and they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, really, because Derek Carr came back last year, and it was just very good to see because I missed Derek Carr. So, yeah.
So, team we haven't talked about yet.
The
obviously.
last team.
Denver Broncos. Made a
Uh,
huge addition in the offseason.
do you-
Huge trade.
Do you want to start with it? It's your boy. It's your boy right
Yeah,
here.
that's okay. I mean,
Russell Wilson. What
Russell
do we
Wilson
think?
got traded to the Denver Broncos. I mean, it's whatever, dude. It's business. It's business at the end of the day. Things happen. I'm upset about it. But at the end of the day, it is a business decision. So
Yeah.
we got multiple first round picks.
Yeah, they got 2 first-round
Noah Fant.
picks, 2 seconds, a 5th, Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, and Noah Fant.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty good deal for Seattle.
And then Russ in a 4. We gave up a
Yeah.
4th rounder.
Yep. So
And then finishing
pretty
third.
good. Yeah.
And Rush we trust. That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
That's all I think.
Is that part of the reason why you have Broncos over Chiefs?
Yeah, that's exactly why. I think that, we're going to see, obviously, 2 more Russell v. Patrick Mahomes matchups, and Russell's already beaten Patrick Mahomes in the regular season.
Yep.
I think Russell Wilson's a regular season quarterback. That's why I have them over the Chiefs. I also really like their receiving. They've got a very young receiving core. They have Cortland Sutton, who's probably their I'd go wide receiver 1. They have Jerry Jeudy, who reminds me of
I love Jerry Jeudy.
CeeDee Lamb. He knows how to run after the catch. He's good.
He knows what the hell he's
good
doing.
route runner.
Very good receiver.
And the deep threat, I think that Russ might turn KJ Hamler into a Tyler Lockett type of receiver,
I can see that.
which
too.
I really like. And their defense has always been stud. They got Bradley Chubb, Justin Simmons. They got Patrick Surtain, who's still pretty young, but
I love Patrick
finding his
Surtain.
stride. The one thing people always underestimated Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick's not a terrible
Patrick's
guy.
a pretty good receiver.
He's not terrible. He's always someone that if you throw the ball up, he'll come catch it.
Yeah.
But he is sadly out this year. He tore his ACL.
Oh yes.
In
Yes.
I think it was his camp.
Way to remind me.
Like a
Way
week
to
ago.
remind me. I completely forgot about that. That was a good call right there. With the Broncos, part of the reason why I have them last, and I don't know how much you'll like this,
Okay.
but I'm going to say it. Russell Wilson, for the past couple of years, and last year's not included, okay, because he got injured.
Yes.
But for the past couple of years, he's had a really good start and not a great finish.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
story.
that is
How the
that is
story
the
goes.
story with Russell Wilson. So I'm gonna go through their schedule a little bit.
Okay.
All right, they're gonna start out really good. They got Seattle,
Might be a loss.
could be a loss. You never know.
It's probably not gonna be.
Home against Houston,
It's just a win.
home against San Fran, which is one of their only tough ones. Okay,
Okay.
I mean at Vegas, which is
Well, at Vegas isn't something to mess around.
True, but home Colts, at Chargers, none. That's another big one, and then home Jets, home Jaguars. Like, it's a lot of wins in here, right? And then they
Yeah.
got their bye week. Okay, so I'm gonna skip until week 13. You ready for the schedule? End of
Okay.
the year. At Baltimore, home against KC, home against Arizona, at LA, Rams, at Kansas City, home against the Chargers. And that's all last 6.
But see, my thing is with that is you say the last few years with Russell Wilson, I think that if you give him a defense that can help him produce, because when he was with the Legion of Boom, he wasn't relied on as much, and he had Marshawn Lynch as well.
Yeah.
He wasn't relied on to be the guy.
Yep.
And I think that since he was relied on to be the guy, teams were able to, because he was blazing. I mean, they were winning games 5-0, and then they just put a cover 2 defense on him, and he wouldn't know what the heck's going on.
Yep.
And I think that's the difference. That's going to be a difference from the Broncos. The Broncos are going to relieve some of that stress off of him.
See, I agree with that, like, partly, but I think this division is just going to be so competitive and so tough.
Well, every game's
going to matter. And every game's going to matter that injuries are going to pile up for one of these teams. And that's why our predictions are not going to be perfect. You know, like, knock on wood, okay? But, like, each game means so much that, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like one of these teams is going to hit the injury bug. And it sucks.
Let's pray that not happen. Though. Let's hope that not happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping it doesn't happen. But like, if I had to pick a team in that division that I'm least confident in, it's not Russell Wilson. It's the Broncos defense. Out of any,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, and that's me trusting Patrick Mahomes a lot more too. So, you know, like I completely understand. Like, probably it would be the Chiefs defense, right? If we were to pick one side of the ball in that division. Probably.
Yeah.
Just because these teams are so good, offense and defense.
Yeah, I just think Chargers and Raiders are more completed team than the other two.
I pretty much agree with that. I mean, I have Mahomes playing like an MVP quarterback, which makes it different, but...
Yeah, of course.
You know. That should be wrap on the AFC West.
I think that I'm done. I think my points are gone.
To repeat our rankings, I had the Chiefs 1. I had the Chargers 2, Raiders 3, and Broncos 4.
Yeah, I had the Chargers first, Raiders second, Broncos third, and then Chiefs fourth. The thing is about this division too is that it's really hard to pick. Like I probably spent like an hour and a half just deciding on who would win the division, and then another hour and a half deciding who's second place because these teams are so close, and I trust a lot in these teams to win.
Yeah.
But moving on. What about the AFC North?
AFC
Your Buffalo
North?
Bills.
Okay.
You love the Bills. So.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you probably have.
Well, that's the AFC East. If we're going Bills, right?
Oh, that's correct. Sorry, I wrote it wrong in my.
It's fine. It's fine. We go. We'll go to AFC.
My apologies.
We'll go to AFC East.
My apologies.
Buffalo Bills. Okay. On the Sports Nut Power Ranking, they were number 1. Okay.
Which I agree with. I think that I agree with.
Yeah. No. So, the Bills, they. Let's see. They had the 23rd pick. They picked Kair Alam, which is a sweet name, cornerback out of Florida.
Yes, which
And,
I like.
I like him.
They needed some help there.
And then second round, they got Dalvin Cook's brother,
Oh,
James Cook.
Jamie Cook.
He could be scary in the future. I mean,
Oh.
if you got that bloodline, come on now.
Oh no, I mean he didn't look like Dalvin Cook in college.
No,
he ran the ball well. He didn't. Look
But
like
he was
Dalvin.
also at Georgia, stacked running back.
True.
I mean, Georgia knows what the hell they're doing when it comes to running backs.
Yeah.
Like, they had Sony Michel, they had Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Bills are on a revenge tour. I think.
I agree.
I think Bills are out for blood this year.
Josh Allen is just something else, dude.
Well, he's just so massive. Like you don't really think that he's that big, but he's literally their running back.
I know, dude.
Like they honestly use Devin Singletary and Zach Moss as like decoys.
I know, dude. Like,
Because he's a
it's
6'4",
insane.
225 pound, just running at you. Like you don't want to tackle that.
I know, and then now you got Stephon Diggs with him too.
Oh, of course. And Gabriel Davis, who
went off.
kind of popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, he went crazy
Yes.
in that Chiefs game. It was unreal.
And
It
I
was
also like
awesome.
Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox is a good tight end.
Great.
He can
tight
block
end.
and he can
Yeah.
receive.
I mean, this team is so good.
Secondary is very good.
With
Jordan Boyer.
with the AFC West as talented as it is, they're an easy lock for me to finish number 1 in the AFC. Just because those AFC West
think so,
teams
too.
have to play each
I
other
agree.
twice.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I have them 1 in the division and 1 in.
I do. 1 overall seed. I also have them there.
And there's not much else to talk about this team. They're just really dominant and like a team to look out for. Am I
Second
right?
place.
Second place in the division.
Who do you have?
I got the Miami Dolphins.
Which I agree with.
Yep.
I think we might have the same 4 here.
Yeah. Would this be a first?
This might be a first.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
might be
That's
a
kind of
first.
crazy.
Alright.
But let's get there before.
Yeah,
it
let's
happens.
talk about the Dolphins
Actually,
first.
I don't know. We'll see.
You might switch it up on me.
Maybe.
switch it
We'll
up.
see. We'll see. Okay. So, for the Dolphins, they traded for Tyreek Hill.
Of course.
We talked about that trade earlier, but
Yep.
very good trade. We got to talk about what's going on with their ownership and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They went after Tom Brady hard. Tom Brady and Sean Payton,
Yes,
really
they did.
hard. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I never really understood the not trying to get people on teams. I understand.
Yep.
I don't understand text messages and on calls. I understand paying players, paying
Yeah.
like extra money, being like, okay, I'll give you $300 or $3 million under the table that no one knows about if you
Yeah.
come over here. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
That'd have been sweet though. That'd have been a cool team. to
It would have
watch.
been a really cool team
Tom
because
Brady,
they would have
Tyreek
gotten
Hill.
Tyreek Hill. They still would have had everybody.
Sean Payton. I mean, that would have been a fun team to watch.
It really would have been a lot of fun. So what happened is they were talking to Tom Brady, like Tom Brady retired because he was talking to the Dolphins about coming out of retirement and things of that nature, and what happened is the NFL caught them. They fined them a whole lot of money, and Stephen Ross, their owner, cannot step foot in the building until like mid-October.
Yes.
So, and they also lost a first-round pick, and I think a third also.
Punishments in the NFL would never make sense to me, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, which we will get into. But
Yeah, we do have the
we do
AFC
have
North to talk
Deshaun
about.
Watson to talk about. We'll get.
But anyways, the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins.
What are you thinking?
Well, they also got Raheem Mostert,
They did, and Sony Michel,
Sony Michel too. Yeah,
which their running back room past 2 years have been.
it's been
whack.
really bad.
They brought in people.
They had Kenyon Drake one year.
He got injured.
He got injured. Who was there last year?
Dude, there's like 8 running backs. They had Miles Gaskins.
Miles
went out.
Gaskin was the guy. That's
They
what I
had
was thinking of.
dudes just coming out.
I know, it was
like
in and
training
out of their
camp
ear.
guys. Like,
But with the Dolphins, this year is gonna all come down to how good Tua Tagovailoa is.
I agree
I'm
with
just
that.
gonna call him Tua
I
on this
100%
podcast.
agree with that.
Like I've always been a believer in Tua.
Yep.
Just for some reason,
Don't know why.
I don't know
haven't.
why either, to be honest. But I've always loved like he just completes the ball. He's like a game manager. He's kind of that Jimmy Garoppolo type. And I've always felt like he can be a very successful, like, above average quarterback. He could be like your Jimmy G, And
I think we also forget on that offense they also have Jalen Waddle.
They also
have Jalen Waddle.
And Jalen Waddle was unbelievable last year. But it's really gonna come down to how good Tua is. And
the defense, they're sound.
Defense is good. Like, this could be a playoff team. It's gonna be very tight.
Very could be.
With the AFC West in contention, you never know. But I think this is a team to watch for, and they're right on that edge.
Now, I've been talking about this before with other people, and I think I've mentioned it to you too, Jake. But I think the AFC is probably the most stacked conference I've ever seen.
Other than the AFC South, but yes.
No, I'm saying the whole AFC.
Oh, just as a whole.
As a whole.
No, I agree with that.
I don't think I've ever seen a conference where teams are just stacked with talent.
Yeah.
And the NFC is just not comparable.
No, not at all.
It's kind of like
not at all.
It's kind of like what happened with the NBA a few years ago.
The Western Conference was so much
stacked,
better than the Eastern Conference.
That's the
East has finally come back, but we'll get to that another day.
Different day.
Different day. But you got anything else on the Dolphins, or should we
no?
move on?
I mean, I like Xavier Howard.
Yeah, no.
I like him.
Yeah, like they're gonna be.
Minka, I think Minka's there, right?
Minka.
Fitzpatrick.
Did he get to go there?
I thought so. Oh no, he was there. Maybe he's in Pittsburgh now.
He's in Pittsburgh. He was there last.
Pittsburgh
last year.
I just loved him in the teal uniform.
Okay, I got you.
I reminisce about him.
Fair enough.
All right, New England.
All
Third
right.
place.
That is not where I have New England.
What?
No.
Whoa.
No.
You have the Jets in third?
I have the Jets in third.
Dude, that's outrageous.
Yeah.
Especially with this Zach Wilson situation we got.
Let's talk about some New York Jets. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So the Jets were 26th in the Sports Nut podcast. They had 21 New England. But the Jets, they selected Sauce Gardner.
They did.
Cornerback out of Cincinnati. Yep. I think he easily the best cornerback in the draft. I would take him over Stingley Jr. Easy.
I think I would too.
I think he was just an absolute monster. And then they traded up for 10. They traded They had 10. They had 10. They had 10 from the Seahawks.
From us.
And they drafted Garrett Wilson, which I did not mind. It just helps the receiving core,
Yeah.
And then at 26, they traded up for the 26th, and they got Jermaine Johnson, the second from Florida State. Okay, he's a DN. I just really like this team this year. For some reason, I just do. I just think all the young talent is finally going to mesh together, and they're going to win a few games.
They also got Breece Hall.
Yeah.
In the draft.
Yeah, no, I just really think it's going to mesh together, and they're going to do some good things. Like, they got some pieces now on defense. You got Sauce Gardner. Mm-hmm. You still got Quinn Williams, the second or third. I don't know. One of the two. But you just got some pieces over there, and I really think this team will finally get it done. Robert Saleh, their coach, he knows what the hell he's doing.
Michigan guy.
Michigan guy. Like, I just really think they're ready to win. And Zach Wilson, I think he's going to make the second-year leap. I think he is. He started playing better near the end of the year, and I'm in.
I'm in disbelief, by the way.
Okay.
I'm in disbelief, because that is outrageous.
All right. Tell me why I'm outrageous, please.
They're the Jets.
Okay, you said the same thing about the Giants. I'm in on New York football this year.
I think I've made my case.
New York football, you're not going to finish last. Both teams are going to finish third. But continue.
Dude, I don't... How do you pick him over Bill Belichick? Dude. Mac Jones coming off it was a 10-win season.
Mm-hmm.
They in the playoffs.
Yep.
No way they finished last.
J.C. Jackson gone.
Okay. What does that matter?
Defense is taking a step back. It's taking a step back.
Jason McCourty did retire too.
Yep.
That doesn't matter though.
And Mac Jones, he is an average quarterback, right? I think Zach Wilson is going to take a significant step forward.
I think Mac Jones is going to take an even more significant jump.
Okay.
I don't think
it's
too
yet to be seen.
significant, but I don't think Zach Wilson was even that good.
I think he ended the season pretty well. I really do. And again, I'm attracted to talented quarterbacks. He can move around in the pocket. He's a talented thrower. That's what I am very attractive to. And that's why I like Zach Wilson. And I think they're going to be good.
I got nothing against Zach Wilson.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just going to be an interesting dynamic to look at because I don't think these teams are competing for playoff spots. I just think they're
just when I thought that, like, we had the same conference.
I know, we
I was
didn't.
totally mistaken.
But, I mean, to me, like, what I could see with the Patriots is, like, them saying, oh, the AFC is too stacked. We can't make the playoffs this year. Why don't we tank? We got nothing to lose.
Wouldn't do that, bro.
Why not? He's looking at the long view. That's just how he rolls. I mean, like...
No, they're going to win, bro. They're not going to come last.
You want to make a deal on this?
All right. Let's just do 10 for 10.
10 for 10? You're not that confident in the Patriots, then.
I just think 10 for 10's easy.
All right,
It's easy to
fine.
remember.
We'll do 10 for 10. Fair enough.
It's just third and fourth place. It's not like it's a first place bet.
Well, I mean, come on here. It's New York football, like you were saying. But I'm betting on New York football. New York Jets, New York Giants. I'm all in.
You do you, bro.
I'm all in. I'm in. I'm
do you.
in on New York football.
I mean, shoot, I had the Atlanta Falcons in second place.
True.
Yeah.
And that shocked me.
This
Absolutely
shocked me.
Well,
This shocked me, bro.
I mean, I don't think it's as outrageous as having the Falcons over two teams.
Hey, okay. Let's chill out.
I mean, we can have our takes. We can have our takes.
True, yeah.
I mean, I think my biggest take was Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Which is huge.
You want to put money on that?
You know what? I think the Jets being in third place is your biggest...
Really?
biggest take.
Wow. Even bigger than the Chiefs.
Yeah. Just slightly.
Wow.
Just slightly.
Okay. And I think you were just all in on the idea that we finally had the same.
No, yeah, I kind of was.
Okay, all right. You ready to move on?
Yeah, let's just rerun through the top four.
Yes.
I have the Bills, the Dolphins, Patriots, and then the Jets finishing
And
last.
I had the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets, and then the Patriots. So, you want to get to
AFC North.
AFC North?
Now the
Let's
AFC
do
North. Sorry, I jumped the gun earlier a little bit.
We want to start with the Bengals or the Ravens? What are we thinking?
What do you got first?
I have the Ravens first.
Interesting.
Yeah. You have the Bengals, I'm assuming?
I do.
Okay.
So tell me why you got the Ravens.
So I think they were one of the biggest winners in the draft.
Okay.
They picked Kyle Anderson, safety out of Notre Dame at 14.
Kyle Hamilton.
Or was it Hamilton?
I think you said Kyle safety.
I said Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All the same, Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame.
It's Kyle Hamilton. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my bad then.
Right.
He's from Notre Dame.
Yep.
But they also selected Tyler Linderbaum from Iowa, center. I love him at 25. He was near top 10. I don't know why he fell so far, but Iowa always gives you some really good O-linemen.
Okay.
Really good O-linemen.
They also got a Jabo.
And yes, they also did get a Jabo, but he's gonna be out this year, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be out for the whole year?
I don't know the whole year, but my problem with the Ravens is naming a receiver on their team, bro. Besides Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I mean fair.
Who's Lamar going to throw to? Lamar. I know people say, he's running back.
Yeah.
He has proven that he can throw the ball, but he didn't got anyone to throw to.
Yeah, I mean they get Dobbins back.
It's true they do get Dobbins.
They get Dobbins,
which I really liked.
And
that he went out last year.
I just really think Lamar is hungry to get back into a winning team, and I've never been in on Lamar ever. Like I've always been the one saying, this guy, he's not that good. But this year, I'm in because I think they're gonna have an elite defense, and I think like you're getting Michigan's old defensive coordinator. You know, so like you're getting people that know what they were doing. You know, and when this guy was here, they had an elite defense. You know, I think he was their linebackers coach, when he was on the Ravens, and then he moved to Michigan defense coordinator, and now he's the Ravens defense coordinator, which is awesome, great for him. But like I just really think John Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the league, and they are hungry from what happened last year. They just got injured, it just fell apart. I think this year they're gonna be coming back with a vengeance, and I got them winning the division.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it happening. I don't see them winning the division. I think they have possible playoff contention, but they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna win out the division.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think that Lamar. I think again, Lamar is gonna need to prove he can throw the ball, because otherwise, I'm just gonna load 8 in the box.
Yeah.
And then cover 1-on-1 with everyone. Maybe drop a safety over top of Mark Andrews.
See, our difference in opinion here, because I'm assuming you still have him second, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. But I think our difference in opinion here is, you think that the Marquise Brown loss is bigger than I do.
I just think that Marquise Brown wasn't anything special with Lamar anyways.
And that's part of the reason why I don't think it's going to be that significant. I really don't, and I think the Ravens can get better off it.
Nah, that's tough. I don't think that they're going to get better.
Okay. Convince me on the Bengals then. Let's get to the Bengals. What do you think?
What else you need? Joe Burrow.
Okay. They picked Daxton Hill, safety out of Michigan.
They did.
We love him.
They also added Trey Flowers.
Yep.
They did lose C.J. Uzama.
Mm-hmm. Where did he go?
He went to the Jets, funny enough.
Nice.
To the Jets.
Nice. Hey, he's about to succeed. Zach Wilson.
Right. I think he got one of the best receiving crews in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You got T.
T.
You got Jamar.
Jamar.
You got Tyler Boyd.
Tyler
Forget
Boyd.
about Tyler Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
And you got old Dirty Joe Mixon in the backfield with Joe Burrow. I think that's the team that wins. I think Joe Burrow.
Even with Eli Apple.
Yes, even with Eli Apple. Even with Eli
Sorry,
Apple.
I'm just giving a hard time.
I know.
See, I have the Bengals second.
Yeah, which is respectable.
And it's respectable, but it's not like I have them out of the playoff. They're in the playoff. Okay, they're a wild card team. So I have one of the AFC West teams.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So they're a playoff team. I'm not saying that they don't make it, because I still respect the hell out of them, and I think this is going to be exactly like a Cowboys-Eagles race, like neck and neck, the whole time. I really think these teams are very neck and neck.
But I just don't. Them head to head, I don't see the Bengals losing that game.
See,
I don't see Ravens Bengals matchup where the Bengals are going to lose.
See, that's fair, but let's look at their schedules, okay? Bengals out of conference. It's looking like they got Dallas, they got Miami, New York Jets, Saints. So they're going to be playing the NFC South. So they got Tampa Bay, Cleveland's in there,
Ooh,
Kansas
Tampa
City's
Bay?
in there. Yeah, they play at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, that'd be a good game.
Yeah, that would be a good game. They play Buffalo,
That should be a good game.
They got a couple really good ones, and then they close the year off with Baltimore, which is kind of cool.
Which is probably why, they probably expect.
And then
those two
week
to be the
5,
top.
they also play at Baltimore. And then let's see what Baltimore's got. They got New York, Miami, New England, Buffalo. So they're playing the AFC South, both teams. And then you got the Giants, Tampa Bay, kind of similar. The Broncos out of the AFC West. And then not much, to be honest. I just think the Ravens have easier schedule, it's looking like, as I look at it. I don't know. I'm just trusting in the John Harbaugh way. And again, this is no knock on Cincinnati. They're going to be a playoff team. I really just think it's going to be neck and neck, and I feel like the Ravens are going to get it.
Okay.
That's my take.
All right, third place. Who you got?
Third place. Let's see. This is kind of tough, to be honest, actually. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
Okay.
So why not?
Oh yeah.
Why
Makes
not?
sense.
When you got Mike Tomlin, you're gonna win. It's just how
I
it
agree.
rolls.
I really love Mike Tomlin.
yeah, no,
Mike Tomlin, I really love that guy.
Like it's just how it rolls. He just knows what the hell he's doing. They picked Kenny Pickett at 20.
They're like.
Are they gonna start him? Do we
I would
know?
assume. Otherwise, you have Mason Rudolph starting.
Yeah,
Or-
I could see Rudolph starting a couple games and then they put in Pickett in. I could see that a little bit.
They also picked George Pickens.
They picked George Pickens. I love that
I like
second round.
And
That
DeMarvin Leal. I like DeMarvin Leal. He came out of
was-
A&M.
Okay.
His offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Good pick. So I mean, you got Kenny Pickett. You still got the monstrous defense. T.J. Watt.
Yep.
Devin Bush. I
Yep.
mean, these guys can
Studs.
absolutely play. It's
Studs.
a stud defense. Like, if you just think the Steelers are just gonna roll over because Big Ben retired, they're not. Okay, they're gonna be competing for a playoff spot. They're just gonna be in that mix. They're not gonna make it. By no means. I just think the AFC is too stacked. But
This might be a hot take, or a very, very hot take.
Mhm.
I think Pat Freiermuth.
yeah,
I think he finishes top 4 in receiving for tight ends.
I like that. I
think
like
he
that.
finishes
No,
top
I
4.
think he's a very good tight end, and I know rookie look quarterbacks like to go to their tight ends.
I
So,
also really like Pat Freiermuth. He's a second-year guy
yeah,
out of Penn State. I really like
Mhm.
this. I really like this kid.
yeah. No, he's
Like-
a very good tight end. And near the end of the year, he really flourished.
Yep.
With that team. So
And they still have Deontay Johnson.
yeah,
He's very
Deontay
good.
Johnson's still there. Like they just got pieces. Like
Yep.
this team is not a team. If you see them on the schedule, where they're just gonna
Roll over.
they're going to be rolled over. No, it's just not going to happen. Like, this is a dangerous team, and it's a team to watch out for. I don't see them in the playoff, but they're going to be a very competitive team. And
No, maybe 2 years from now, I think they're a playoff contender. If
Yeah. No, I like
Kenny
that.
Pickett can make, I think if
They
he
make a
finishes the
jump.
year well and gives himself some momentum, I
Yep.
think that they maybe playoff team next
yeah,
year.
no, like I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch the
I think
Steelers.
they're going to be a fun team to
Do
watch.
you have them third?
I kind of looking at it now, and I think I'm going to switch them up. I did
Yeah.
have the Browns third, but
I was hesitant, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going Steelers. But
I do like
let's-
that, actually.
Let's go Browns.
I think I'm going to switch.
Okay, yeah, switch it. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So we would have it the same except Ravens. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the Browns. This is gonna be a lot to talk about.
We can make it. We can make it fly though.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
There's a lot up in the air with that man.
So what's going on
for people
with
who don't know?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain or?
I can go ahead.
All right, go. You got the floor.
I mean, so Deshaun Watson. What happened? He was on the Texans quarterback, and he was a monster. Okay, and then lawsuits come filing in at him. He was charged with what is it?
I think multiple. Is it sexual assault or sexual
harassment or sexual assault, something like that, something really bad. And last year he sat the whole season.
Yep.
And it was because of these allegations, and the NFL was just not sure if these were real, and he was in court all the time trying to get these cases away, and a lot of them have been dismissed. So
Yeah, that
like
one's settled. Yep.
a lot of them settled. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But going into this offseason, we were all under the impression that this was not going to be a problem. So the Cleveland Browns decide that we're going to trade a whole bunch of stuff for it. So the trade details here were Watson and a 6th-round pick for 3 firsts, a 3rd, and 2 fourths. Okay, and then the Browns gave him a 5-year, $230 million deal.
Yep.
Which is unbelievable.
Huge.
And all of us thought that Deshaun Watson would be playing when this happens. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it all makes sense because why would the Browns extend this guy if he's
Exactly.
not going to be playing?
Exactly. So then what happens is these cases start coming back, and they start getting talked about, and some of them are getting proven true, if I'm not mistaken. So the NFL decides they need to do something. But the NFL changed their suspension policy.
They did.
So the NFL's suspension policy, originally they would just suspend the person, but they were getting too much backlash about it. So now they had a second party doing the suspension, and this is the first of its kind. Okay? So Deshaun Watson, in the second party decides that Deshaun Watson deserves a 6-game suspension. Okay? Now this second party was not in charge of Calvin Ridley's suspension, which was a year for gambling on football games. Okay, so everybody's talking about how outrageous this is and how ridiculous it is. So the NFL decides to appeal their own suspension.
The 6-game suspension.
The 6-game suspension. So right now it's under appeal, and
the NFLPA actually sued the NFL
for doing that.
Yes.
So this is just going to be a whole court battle, and I think we should be under the impression that Deshaun Watson does not play this year.
I agree.
Just
I think
no matter what.
And even if he does, think of the huge distraction that's going to be.
Yeah.
Like that's something that doesn't like you just can't click that off.
You just can't click that off, and it's just not good for the team.
he's not going to be on my fantasy team.
No. I mean, it's just really bad, and like Kareem Hunt just demanded a trade from there, and the Browns are saying that they're not even going to trade him.
They declined it. They privately declined it, which doesn't really. I don't really know.
It's just a whole lot of things going on, and I just don't think you can have a winning football team with it. I think they have pieces to be really good.
Their defense.
Yeah.
Their defense.
Yeah. I mean, they got some offensive pieces too.
Denzel Ward. They did get Amari Cooper.
Yeah, they got Amari Cooper.
They drafted David Bell.
They still have Jarvis Landry, right?
Yep.
I mean, they got pieces to be really good, but this is just not the year. I just think this suspension is really going to be hanging over their heads, and I think this is why we have the Steelers over them.
I agree.
And we were kind of dreading about talking about them for the whole podcast, so kind of happy we got them out of the way. It's just a bad situation, and we don't want to be talking about that. We want to be talking about football, and I feel like it's just a distraction to the game and.
Distraction to the podcast.
Yeah, distraction to our podcast.
Thanks, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our take on the Browns. You want to go over our AFC North standings again?
Yes. So I have the Bengals in first, the Ravens in second, the Steelers in third, and the Browns finishing in last place.
And then I had the Ravens in first, the Bengals in second, the Steelers in third, and the Browns in last place. So we got one more division to get to, and probably the worst division in football, if we're going to be honest.
I'd second that.
But we got to get through them, so here we go.
Who's your last place? Let's start with
last place. Last place. Okay. Houston. What? Did I have Houston? Yes, I did have Houston. Houston. You had Houston last? Okay. And to be honest, I had the Jaguars really close to them. But here we go. So the Texans.
All right, pause. We might have the same division.
This might happen. It really might happen. Let's see.
We do.
Let's see. Let's hope.
All right, so let's start with the Texans. Let's start with the Texans.
Okay. Texans drafted Derek Stingley Jr. We mentioned him earlier, cornerback out of LSU. Yep. I like that pick.
I do.
I mean, there's a little bit of unknowns about him, just because he didn't play at LSU last year, did he? I think he sat out, and there would be some unknowns, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Another draft pick they had, Christian Harris out of Alabama. They had two guys out of Alabama. John Mechie, who is unfortunately unable to play this year.
Yeah, but
he got diagnosed with leukemia, so prayers up to him.
Which is horrible.
It's terrible.
I love him. We're really praying for his recovery. Good dude. Yeah. And then
very talented.
Let's see. They made a trade with the Eagles. I think it was part of the Jordan Davis stuff. Moving back to 15. And then you mentioned their 15 selection, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So they still got Davis Mills and
Davis and Mills. I think that should say why we have them in fourth place.
Yeah, no, they'll be one of the worst teams in football. Probably the worst team in the AFC.
I can see that.
So there's really not much to talk about there.
No.
Maybe a little improvement. I'm hoping to see some stuff out of their young guys. And we'll see. They're going to be under a long rebuilding process. But one good thing for them, they got out of the Deshaun Watson problem, and they got a lot back for it. So good for them. Congratulations. All right, let's move on. We're going to go Jacksonville. Jacksonville's our third.
Place.
Yep, third place. See, I was very close to moving the Jaguars and the Texans, but I have some belief.
I thought you loved Trevor Lawrence.
I love Trevor Lawrence.
I thought you were going to have Trevor Lawrence in second place.
No.
That's what I thought. I thought you were going to make a hot take.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
I really don't think this Jaguars team is good enough. It's still Doug Peterson's first year. I really think Doug Peterson has got to get some of his wheels in, and they need to develop it a little bit. Yeah, they had the first pick. They picked Travion Walker, D-end out of Georgia.
It was a very big surprise.
The very big surprise to me also. I don't know that much about him, so I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert about him.
Same.
But there's a reason why I said Aiden Hutchinson was the best player in the draft, and it's because I know him the best, and that's why I believe so. Okay. I hope Travion can prove me wrong because I'm a Jaguars fan. I hope you guys know that they're my second favorite team in the NFL. I love the Jaguars, so I'm always rooting for them. When they got Trevor Lawrence, I was very happy. I was ecstatic. Okay, so I really think the Jaguars can do some stuff. I think
they added pieces on the offense.
Yeah, and at the 27th pick, they traded up for 27. They got Devin Lloyd.
Who I really like.
At linebacker out of Utah.
Love Devin Lloyd.
We like him. We love the Utah Utes. We talked about it in our college football podcast. And, I really think this team's going to take some steps forward from last year. And, I'm hoping they do a little better. What do you think, Gus?
Yeah, I think Travis Etienne is back.
Yep.
I really like Travis Etienne in college.
I liked him too.
I see a little bit of Alvin Kamara in him with his balance and his ability to elude tackles.
Yeah.
Especially in the receiving game. I really like him in the receiving game.
Yeah.
We obviously haven't seen him in NFL action because he was out all of last year.
He might be a fantasy steal for people.
Yeah, very big fantasy.
Look out
fantasy
for him.
Steal.
Yep.
They got Christian Kirk. They got Evan Ingram.
Yep.
From the Giants.
See, they got some good pieces for Trevor Lawrence to really work around. I'm just not there yet.
100%. I mean, that makes sense because they were the worst team in football last year.
Exactly.
So it's hard to make that huge jump.
I love Doug Peterson. I really think this team could do some good things. I'm not there yet. I think we covered the Jaguars.
Second place, who we got?
Second place. See,
I got my fingers crossed right now. Fingers crossed.
This is tough, okay? We're deciding between Titans and Colts. I want to hear your second because this is tough for me. I haven't completely decided where I want to put these teams.
Titans
second. Okay. Let's talk about the Titans a little bit. They drafted Malik Willis,
which is probably I'd say the best quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't drafted like that, I think that he is the best.
It's a little surprising for Tennessee because they do have Ryan Tannehill,
whom they extended.
Yeah, to a pretty lucrative deal.
Pretty big here.
So it was a little surprising.
They our apologies, by the way, if you listen to our last podcast. Yes. Robert Woods was on the Titans, and it was totally a deal that we overlooked because the Rams only gave a 6th rounder up. For Robert Woods.
Yeah, so Robert Woods will be a Titan. He will be taking the place of A.J. Brown, who was
I don't know. I think Traylon Burks might be in that.
Traylon Burks was picked from Arkansas. I liked him.
It was a 5XL glove.
That's crazy.
That's a big hand.
That's a big hand. That's a really big hand.
That pick came in handy.
I mean, I really think there's a lot to like with Tennessee still, and they still got Mike Vrabel, one of the best coaches. I mean, for me, I still haven't decided between Titans and Colts.
And Derrick Henry.
And they still got Derrick Henry.
The
the best running back in football. So I don't know.
At the end of the day, you could literally just hand that man the ball.
I really don't know.
And he's coming off
I think if I had to choose, I think I'm going to choose the Colts to win this division. I think I'm going to be with you.
Love that.
They added Matt Ryan.
Yep.
The trade details was Matt Ryan for a 3rd-round pick. And then, putting Matt Ryan in this situation, the Colts were already close enough to a playoff. They blew it with the Jacksonville game, the last game. Matt Ryan will not blow that situation.
Nope.
This team they just got people to mix, and it's finally gonna work. I really think this year they'll finally deliver it with Matt Ryan. I'm just in. What are your thoughts, Gus?
I love the defense. Defense. I mean, that's what I look at mostly when I pick division winners.
Mm-hmm.
But I love DeForest Buckner up top.
DeForest Buckner is unbelievable.
Love Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard. Yeah, I mean, the Colts just got some dogs.
They have just. I mean, it's a star-studded lineup, and they don't really have great receivers, and I know that's why I didn't pick the Ravens to win their division.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also not a team that is necessarily going. I see better than them.
Yeah,
Like they have Michael Pittman still.
Michael Pittman's still there,
but
if T.Y. Hilton can take a step, you never know with T.Y. Hilton.
But Matt Ryan is also a veteran quarterback who's done it before, made a Super Bowl.
Yep, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
And like the Colts, this is the best division to win. Colts Titans, this is your chance to be a playoff team in the stacked AFC. You guys got to take it, both of you.
Yeah, I agree.
And the Titans have been doing it. The Colts got to do it. Like, this is your year, and we're both sticking with the Colts, which I really like. We finally got a division to go, so let's go. We just did a fist bump.
Blew it up.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's run it back through. So both of our picks are... We got number 1, Indianapolis Colts. Number 2, Tennessee Titans. Number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars. And number 4, the Houston Texans.
Alrighty. So that wraps up the AFC, but we are going to get to our predictions. So you guys better be ready, okay? We're going to move back to the NFC, okay? So for you listeners, our picks in the NFC, okay? I had Cowboys 1, this is the NFC East. Cowboys 1, Eagles 2, Giants 3, and Commanders 4. Okay, so that would mean the Cowboys will be a playoff team. Mm-hmm. And I got to go through everybody to make sure
we
got wild cards. Okay.
I'm not going to really recap who I had because you'll see if they're my picks. But number 1, and I have them at the bye seed. I have the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're going to have the best record in the NFC.
I like it.
My 2 seed are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
Who I think it's hard to bet against Tom Brady, but I also don't think that they're going to have a better record than the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
They're either going to have one game less, or I believe they played each other this year, right? Regular season. They really should, because I think that's a thing the NFL's doing now.
Yeah.
But in the 3 seed, I have Minnesota Vikings, because I also had them winning the division. Yep. And the 4 seed, I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. So, for me, I'm going to have my 1 seed is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have them as 1.
It's 1. That's good.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be my bye team.
Yeah.
And then 2, I will have the Rams, NFC West. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then 3, I got the Packers. Okay, because they were my NFC North. And then 4, I would have the Cowboys. They're my NFC East.
And then my wild card teams go Packers, Cardinals, 49ers.
Packers, Cardinals, 49ers. Okay. My wild card teams will be 49ers, Cardinals, Vikings.
I like that.
Yeah. So
it's a solid playoff bracket to look forward to.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited. It's really going to be interesting.
It's football.
To see, you know?
It's NFL football.
Yeah, exactly. So if you had to pick an NFC champion right now, where are you going?
Dude, I don't know, I might, I think it's going to be a little upset. I don't think it's going to be, I want to say the Rams, but I don't think it's going to be the Rams.
See, I don't have the Rams.
I think it's going to be the Vikings.
Wow. That is bold, right there.
I think it's going to be the Vikings, or it's going to be the 49ers.
You ready for who I have?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Okay.
They're going to be back. In that Super Bowl. Tom Brady.
All right.
I'm not a Brady fan, but this NFC, it's wide open. And I don't see the Rams repeating. And I don't see a dominant team coming out. So, I really think those are years Brady thrives. He thrives in those years where there's no one else. And I got Brady coming back out. That's my take.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. All right, AFC.
AFC. Okay.
I believe we
So,
both have the Bills.
The Bills
With the best
were our
record.
1. Yes.
And I'm assuming you have the Chiefs number 2.
Let's see. Who were my other division winners? We had Ravens. I had Ravens.
I mean, I don't think you should have anyone higher than
And
that.
then I
You have
had
the Colts.
The Colts. I think I'd have Ravens 2 and the Chiefs.
Ravens
3.
2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Chargers 2.
Just because the AFC West is really going to beat up on each other, which is why.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to run away with it.
See, I'm surprised you wouldn't have Bengals 2 and then Chargers 3.
No,
It's
I
a
think
little
the Chargers are
surprising.
running away with it. That's
Okay.
why.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I had Bengals 3, Colts 4, and then my wild card teams are the rest of the AFC West, which are Raiders 5, Broncos 6, Chiefs 7.
Okay, so I would have my 1 was Bills, my 2 would be Ravens, my 3 would be the Chiefs, and then my 4 would be Colts. So then my 5 is going to be the Chargers, my 6 is going to be Vegas, and then, or actually no, my 6 is Cincinnati. Sorry about that. 6 is Cincinnati at the wild card, and then 7 is Vegas. So that is mine. That's
like that.
mine. Yeah. Yeah. So, who's yours out of the AFC? I already said mine. Hope the audience knows.
I'm also going to go for another upset. I want, well, not really an upset, but I want the Chargers to make it out, or I want the Raiders to make it out.
Okay. Who do you think will make it out?
I think the Chargers have a better chance.
Chargers have a better.
Although I do like the Bills, but I'm not going to be that
See,
guy.
if I'm not picking the Chiefs,
I'm not going to be
I'm
that guy
picking the Bills.
picking the Bills. That's boring.
Hey, dude, if I'm not picking the Chiefs, I'm picking the Bills. I just think the Bills are so good.
That's
just
boring.
I know
I'm picking
that's
some
boring.
fun teams.
But I mean, you know who I picked. I picked the Chiefs. That's fun.
No,
That's fun
Chargers,
in its.
Chargers,
That's
Bolts,
fun in
like
its sake.
Bolts.
But okay. Well, I'm thinking that wraps up the pod. What do you think?
Yeah, for the day.
Yeah, for the day. So that's
God.
it for our preseason outlook. We're gonna be moving on to some baseball.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Baseball.
We got our baseball podcast, and we got some special guests coming.
But we're not
at you.
gonna reveal.
We're not gonna reveal the special guests.
You'll find out.
But
pretty
you guys
soon.
will
You
see.
will find
You
out.
guys will see. We'll really catch you up on what's going on in the regular season of MLB. Maybe some playoff predictions. We'll
Definitely
really
playoff
get into
predictions.
everything.
Some trade deadline thoughts. I know it happened a week ago, but
Yeah, no, really just a deep dive into the MLB. Change it up on you just
Yeah.
for a little bit. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well.
Thank
hope
you.
You're doing great. Thank you for listening to the podcast.
any comments or concerns,
please
please leave them in the comment section.
Yeah, no, any questions at all? Maybe your question will make it on the podcast.
Maybe you
No.
want to leave your predictions and
Yeah.
thoughts.
And
Go
again, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and we
Yeah.
really appreciate you all tuning in.
Like, comment, subscribe,
All that jazz.
all the jazz, all
right.
the preview jazz.
All right.
Preview of
Until
the
next
preseason.
time, we will see you later.
It's your boy Jake and Gus. Deuces.
Peace.